Hello, everybody. It's me again. It's Russell Mills. It is Sunday, July 8th, 2018. I want to say hello to everybody. I want to say thank you for anybody that has watched my videos or taken the time to I just got a question. Maybe this is a stupid video, but I have a question for people. Why do people like to drive their cars without a license? I don't understand that aspect. Or if you don't have a license, why are you taking a chance of driving? I don't understand that. That's just, to me, it's very silly, and it's like I wouldn't do it. I'm just gonna read something off of my phone. This is what happens if you get caught driving without a license. Driving without a valid license is a jailable offense in all 50 states in the U.S. Additionally, the offense carries points on your license. In the U.S., you can receive points against your license even if you don't have one. Driving without a valid license or permit with a licensed driver can put you in jail. And it says, how long will you be in jail for driving without a license? Okay, class 1 misdemeanor, imprisonment for up to 6 months, possible vehicle impoundment, driving on a suspended or revoked license. Class 2 misdemeanor, this charge carries potential sentence of 4 months in jail and fines up to $750. Sequentially offense, imprisonment for between 10 days and 1 year, $500 to $2,000 fine. It says, can you drive if you lose your license? It says, drive nowhere without your driver's license. It is illegal to drive without a valid driver's license on your person. You might be able to use your driving record as proof of valid licensure until you renew or replace your lost license, but check with the DMV or local law enforcement. It says, is it a crime to drive without a license? Driving without a license is not a mere traffic violation like speeding ticket. Driving without a license is a criminal offense, and the penalties can be severe depending on the state that you are caught driving in. California misdemeanors and cars can be impounded for 30 days or even forfeited. Florida. What happens if you get caught without a driver's license? States almost always classify driving without a license as a misdemeanor, one that is punishable by fines, perhaps some community service, or on rare occasions, a short term in jail. Moreover, their license may be subject to a longer suspension term or may be revoked if it so. Just checking out my phone. Just checking out. It says driving without a license is illegal in every state, but most states differentiate between operating a vehicle without a valid driver's license or driving a vehicle without proof of a driver's license, such as when a driver fails to physically carry his or her valid driver's license. While you won't be arrested for simply failing to grab your wallet before getting behind the wheel, it is a much more serious offense to drive with the knowledge that the license is suspended or otherwise invalid. Penalties for driving without a valid license or failing to produce a license when stopped by a police officer range from fixed tickets to vehicle impoundment, even jail time for driving on a revoked license, for example. Type of driver's licensing violations. A motorist may violate a driver's license requirement in a number of ways. Perhaps it is an honest mistake, i.e., he left his driver's license at home, or maybe there was an attempt to circumvent a known driving restriction, i.e., willingly drove despite knowing that his license was suspended for DUI. Here are the most common types of violations related to driver's license. Failing to apply for a state-issued driver's license within the time allowed, driving with an expired license, driving with a license that has been temporarily suspended, driving with a license that has been permanently revoked, failing to show proof of a valid license when driving or operating a vehicle. Penalties for driving without a license. Failure to produce a valid driver's license when asked by a police officer can lead to a number of penalties depending on the circumstances. Charges typically fall into one of the two categories: correctable offense and willful violations. Correctable offenses. Simply forgetting to carry your driver's license while driving a vehicle may lead to a fix-it ticket where you must later show proof that you fixed the violation in order to have that citation dismissed by the traffic court. Failure to present this evidence typically leads to fines or other penalties. Willful violations. Penalties for willful violations of license required, such as driving on a suspended or revoked license, are much more serious. Driver licenses are frequently suspended for DUI offenses since states have an interest in keeping dangerous drivers off the road. Therefore, when a driver willfully drives with a suspended or revoked driver's license, he or she may be cited, arrested, and charged for a misdemeanor. The following examples illustrate the range of penalties for operating a vehicle without a valid driver's license from state to state. Washington, you may receive a jail sentence if the judge determines that you are, I can't even say this word, habitual offender. If that's right, I'm sorry if I'm wrong. Illinois, 2-month suspension for first offense of driving without a valid driver's license. Possible jail sentence up to 1 year for driving without a suspended driver's license. California, your car may be impounded for 30 days. You must appear in court for or have an attorney appear on your behalf. It is the offense in a bundle with the DUI or other charges, simply forgetting to have your license while driving in an infraction. Fix-it ticket. New York, $40 to $300 fine for an expired license. Misdemeanor charge of an aggravated unlicensed operation, second or first degree for multiple suspensions or DUI-related suspensions with possible felony charges which can carry a jail sentence. And do you need a lawyer for your traffic ticket? Most tickets have involved infractions and can be handled without the help of a legal professional, often through the mail. But if you are facing license suspension, suspension or jail time, you may wish to speak with a local traffic ticket lawyer who can help defend the charges against you. Learn more about traffic laws and current state laws with respect to driving without a valid driver's license. All I gotta say is this. This is it. But I'm gonna say this to all you folks out there. Don't be stupid, man. Drive safe. Make sure you have a driver's license. Okay? Because I see a lot of fools where I work at a gas station and in the city of Lynn, Mass. And I work and I see a lot of fools. They don't if they want to get tobacco, if we have to ID them, they drive with no license. I think that's stupid because at the end of the day, if you get into an accident and you have no license, you know what I mean, regardless, even if they have records of you, that's fine. But at the end of the day, that's stupid. You know what I mean? So that's why I say to people, drive the right way. Stop, disobeying the laws. Just do the right thing. You know what I mean? Think about others. You know what I'm saying? Like I think the problem is with people today is we don't ever think we're going to get caught, or we don't ever think that anything's ever going to happen to us. You know what I'm saying? And to me, I think that's just very stupid. That, that it's just stupid mindset. It's like, and another thing too, why you should always have your ID with you. God forbid, like I said, you get into a car accident or something, if you died. You know what I'm saying? And so they want to at least identify who you are as the person. So I think that's kind of stupid. People today, they don't want to bring it, and it's like, you know what I mean? Like, it's the law. It's the law for you to have a driver's license to go to point A to point B. You know what I'm saying? Is, you should have your stuff prepared. You know what I'm saying? Have your registration close to you at all times. Make sure that you know your wallet is next to you at all times. So if you have to go out or if you get pulled over, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got pulled over actually this morning after coming from work because my right tail light was out and I didn't even know that. So that's, money I'm going to have to try to figure out how I'm going to do to get that fixed. Whatever. And the police, came and got, he went behind me. He told me that. I said I didn't know. Gave him my license and registration. Imagine if I didn't have my license and registration. You know what I'm saying? I made sure I knew what my registration was. My license was right in my wallet. I took it out. Boom. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's supposed to be. So, like I said, for these fools out there that, don't want to bring your ID and you think that you can, get away with something. If you got into a car accident, that's not a good thing either, regardless. You know what I'm saying? Even if you have one, it still doesn't matter. You should always keep it with you at all times. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, this is just a message for people, you know what I'm saying, like myself that drive. It's like, just make sure that you are prepared. You know what I'm saying? And don't be a fool and don't be an idiot, because when you're an adult, you're supposed to have an identification. You're supposed to have a social. You're supposed to have identification with you at all times. So God forbid something happens to you. See, I don't think people think. We live in such a backwards world where people just don't care. Like where I work at, there's a lot of people over there that are very poor. The city of Lynn, Mass is very poor. A lot of minorities, mostly Latino based. There's something wrong with that, but I'm just saying that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? You got some people that be driving people's cars with no license, and to me that's stupid, because God forbid, like I said, if you get into a car accident or something happens, now what? You get caught speeding. Now what happens? Now you're screwed. The car might get impounded. Now what are you going to do? You know what I'm saying? So that's just, wake up, America. Wake up. But listen, man, I wanted to just make a quick video. I just want to say thank you for anybody that's watched any of my videos. I appreciate the love. You know what I'm saying? And if you want, just, spread the word, man. That's all I'm saying. Just my first video was last year, May 22nd, 2017. You just have to type in to find me if you want. Russell Mills, RUS.